G'day guys, Spud from Survive at Southwest, and today I'm just collecting a bit of water. Now this water source behind me is fairly clean, but due to some weather events, there's actually been a bit of a tidal surge. This water's become slightly brackish. So what I've done is I've moved away from the water and I'm currently digging a hole. Now I've dug far enough away where I'm collecting water that doesn't have that salt in it. So I'll continue digging this hole, and then I'm going to purify about 10 litres of water using the Puribag Pro System. If you do like the content I'm putting out on my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit like, share my videos around, and let's get to it. Okay, so I found this water source behind me, and it's a bit polluted. There's been a lot of animal movements around, so obviously animals, when they're at water source, they do urinate and defecate around it, so you don't know what sort of bacteria or viruses or anything might be in that water. Not to mention it is very slightly salty, which isn't really great. So what you do, move up a little bit, dig yourself down a hole, and as you can see, this hole will fill up with water, essentially using the earth as part of a filter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this water settle, let a lot of the heavy particulates settle down the bottom, and we'll collect this up and put it in the Puribag. Now this water will keep refilling to this level no matter how much I take it out, because that is the level of the groundwater here. Rightio, so the system I'm using to filter this water is the Puribag Pro System. I have done a video on the Puribag before. Essentially, same system, just with a few added features. So the Puribag Pro comes with an extra hose and a filter. So basically you purify the water the same way, but this bit comes off. If you can get it off, it's a very tight fit because it makes a seal. Basically you put the hose on there, and then you have a secondary inline filter on there as well. And then of course you got cap there so you can stop the water flow. Now in here you do have a carbon filter as well, because once you filter it, you will still notice some tannins, you will still notice some bits floating around in there that won't be flushed out. But you do have a carbon filter there as well that does get anything else from going out through there. Plus you do have a inline filter as well. But to purify the water, I'm going to put the standard cap back on it, just for the ease of it. Now the Puribag does filter 10 litres of water at a time, and it only takes one of these sachets to do it. So now that this water has sort of settled, what I want to do is I'm going to use a cup for this. Because I want to slowly sort of fill this up. Now this is probably going to take a while, so I'll get back to you when I've filled it up. Alright, so now we've got our water. You can see it's all nice and dirty because obviously it's come out of the ground. What we want to do is we have the clip that comes with it. But first what we want to do is chuck one of these water purification pouches in. And this water purification pouch will get rid of any heavy metals, any biological things in there, cryptosporidiums or giardia, bacteria, all that sort of stuff. Then what you do, fold that over, this clip just slides straight on like that, and then we give it a shake for a few minutes. So, and then we wait half hour. So what I'll do is I'll shake this up, I'll hang it up, I'll put it on a time lapse and you can see it purifying. Yep. Alrighty, so now that this is done, you can see all that sediment that is now sitting at the bottom. We want to get rid of that. So what we do is we pinch that off. We give it a twist. And then we have a clip that we go on there. Don't worry about, you see some shot up there, don't worry about that. That's not going to worry us again in a bit. So what we do is, now that we got a majority of it in the bottom, we drain that out. And then seal it back up. Now we let that sit for a little bit longer, and everything that we just kind of flushed up there when we twist it, that'll sit down here, and that'll be well below where the water comes out. Don't forget that we also have a charcoal filter in there that will stop any of this that may come back up through there, but it's all going to end up sitting down here. But before I let that settle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert it to the Pro system. So I'm just going to sit that there. I'll grab the filter and the hose. So you have to kind of do this if you're swapping over, because I can just pour water out there, but because I'm swapping over to the other filter, it has to be laying down so I don't lose my water. Hang that back up. And I'll just let that sit and settle again. Alright, so now you can see that the sediment has all come down the bottom again. Filter in there, secondary filter here. And that water that comes out of there just lets me fill this cup up. You will see that this water is crystal clear. That'll do. So you can see that that is the water that's come out of there, and that water is absolutely crystal clear, and that water is perfectly good to drink. Rightio, so that is the Puribag Pro System. Now you could also put this sort of in a bag and have this hanging out so you can use it like a camelback, or you can just hook it up there so water doesn't keep flowing out. Anytime you want water, just bring that down. 2 filters, clean water coming out. So just remember, if you find water that's a little bit suspect, I mean, obviously this would have filtered out everything that was in the water to begin with, but I wanted to filter out that slight brackishness, which moving away from the water source and digging down, testing that water, making sure that it wasn't salty at all, which it wasn't. Digging that hole, letting the soil filter out a lot of it, whacking it through the Puribag, letting that purify it out. The sachet will kill any living bacteria or parasite or anything in the water, and also separates out those larger sediments, leaving us with clean drinking water that is safe to drink. And seeing as this is the stop on an overnight hike, this will be the cooking water and everything for tonight as well. Thanks again for watching. If you do like the content I'm putting out on my channel, please hit that subscribe button, share my videos around, like, comment on anything that you would like me to do, or anything that you'd like to see, and I'll see you all next time.